Hello, friends, and welcome to My Current TV, where our favorite president is in the news. What's going on with President Trump? Guess what? You're going to find out. Let's do it. So as I alluded to earlier, President Trump is in the news again because his Twitter has been suspended permanently. And a lot of people have a lot to say about it, mostly celebrities and name figures. And guess what? I'm not going to give you a news clip. We're going to jump right into the comments and come back to the rest of our commentary.
Then you know it's Christmas. The snow starts to fall. Then you know it's Christmas for the children above all. Then you know it's Christmas 'cause Santa's on his way. We'll stand under the mistletoe, and then it's Christmas Day. The joyful times we witness forever stays with us. Soon Rudolph hears his whistle and gathers all his friends. When Santa and his missive wraps the final gift, you know it's time for Christmas for each and every one.
So finally, after long last, I've been saying for at least the past 5 years that his Twitter needs to be suspended. And people are like, "Oh, what about free speech? Free speech?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're free to have your speech, whatever. But the company in which you're promoting your speech on has the right to tell you need to stop." And these attacks on people inciting riots, which I will cover later with a friend actually in my podcast, is not necessary, and it wasn't needed. And honestly, truth be told, if he wasn't the president, his Twitter probably would have been suspended a long time ago. This is what happens when you let somebody who's in their 70s, have this mindset of a child that can't seem to get past small hurts and keeps attacking and inciting and being nasty and vicious. This is what happens. You're the leader of the free world, and yet you act like a 3-year-old with a skin knee when somebody hurts your feelings, and you let your Twitter do the talking for you. You let your Twitter inform your policies, and it's just not a good look. And it was not a good look, and it wasn't a mature look. Period. His POTUS account did stay on for a little bit, however, I think they scrubbed him of that as well, because I've noticed the posts that he put on there on his POTUS account were also taken off. So I'm assuming that he no longer can have access to Twitter for as long as he lives, which is good, which is really good. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with that, and I understand that, but the same people who have this big thing about freedom of speech are only cool with freedom of speech when it's their speech that's protected. Like when you're gay, when you talk about Black Lives Matter, when you talk about a woman's right to choose, when you talk about being against the Muslim ban, suddenly you're impeding my freedom of speech by holding you accountable for the things that come out of your mouth. And that's what happened here. He said these things. There's no denying he said these things. So why do we have to sit there and coddle this? Yeah, you're free to say what you want, but there's also consequences. And I think this is for the first time he has consequences. Melania, your Be Best campaign worked. Kudos. So I'm just gonna make this really brief. His Twitter is the reason that 5 people have died in DC. His Twitter is the reason why we have we have a lot more division in this country. His Twitter has derailed masses, and now that cancer is gone. So my question to you is, how do you feel about it? Is it a violation of free speech? Do you feel like he should have kept his Twitter on? Do you feel like he did not incite anything? Do you feel like everything that happened in DC, what he was totally absolved from, that we'll talk about later? Let me know in the comments.